throwback music on. Hey, what's going on today? We going live. Now we all live, but we live. But turn this down. Close my windows. Try to go live. You know, like that, a little fun. I don't know. I'm sorry. Excuse my language. But yeah, we live right now. Let's talk about something a little serious. Not even a little, it's real serious. All these killings. People are killing. You know, when you kill something, you can't take it back. You cannot get it back. My opinion on it, right? So, how I feel about these kills, I think they're crazy because it's a lot of innocent lives being killed, and I think all this stuff is happening because people are not able to understand what's going on in general. When it comes to the police or just civilians or whatever, being able to just kill somebody can do that at any moment. They go get a gun, they can shoot, kill somebody. That can happen at any moment, any time. But the thing about killing somebody, and especially innocent people, is like you're punishing somebody for something that somebody else did. And I don't think that that's good or even should be done. Nobody should be punishing nobody because nobody's God. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's perfect. Everybody make mistakes. And like I'm saying, I think about, like, when we talk about the cops and being killed and stuff, I really don't think that it's more important than a normal person being killed. I just think that a solution for me, or maybe a solution can be, is these cops should learn a little bit more about these cultures that's going on, because being scared of somebody or just because they look like something is because they're unknown. You know, you're pulling people over and you don't know anything about them, so you're gonna be a little nervous. But I still feel like at the same time with cops, even though you are human, you still shouldn't be so ready to just like shoot or to just be so in attack mode, you know? I think, you know, a lot of people look at people and they really perceive them to be something that they probably not even nowhere close to being. You know, you got tats and everything, so it's like you're a thug and all. Like, I got tats, that doesn't mean I'm a thug. You know what I mean? Because I'm black. You know, it's hard because it's like you get these. It's like a lot of these kids that are of black or being killed or being stereotyped or pulled over, bothers just because they may look like something. But I feel like if you're in these communities as a cop, you should know who is who and who's doing what, and kind of get to know people a little bit more, because it's supposed to be there to help avoid situations like this, not just let these things go on. I think it's like it's really tough to see that, like, you know, just for anybody, you know, reaching or whatever. I think for a lot of people in general, they're just scared of cops, and cops are scared of people, and that nervousness needs to be taken care of, because I think that would, you know, take away some of these countless things that are happening, like these innocent people dying, regardless if it's cops or people. And I think sometimes it's all about communication, right? You know, as a cop, I think you should be more verbal to, like, as you're approaching, you're letting them know you're approaching. Please leave your hands on the steering wheel. And that should be done for anybody, regardless of the color or anything. You know, you can have an old white lady in your car. You better tell her to put her hands up. You don't know what she got under there. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. Like, it's no difference, because at the end of the day, colors don't make a person crazy. They just crazy, like, in general. You know, I don't sit here and be happy about people killing people. It's not, because you can't get that back. You know, if you ever lost somebody that was like really close to you, you understand that, you know, sometimes people have that feeling like, oh, I'd rather have been killed, but that's still being selfish. You don't want to be killed, and you don't want the person that you love to be killed, because it's priceless. You know what I mean? You can't get them back. You can't get those moments back. You can't, you know, and you can't watch, for some of these kids, you can't even, or these parents, you can't even watch your kid grow up to do some of the things that you probably wanted to do. You know, it's like you put all your investment in this stuff is, you know, not to compare it, but to give you something of understanding. It's just like what happened in New Orleans and Katrina. Like, they put all their lives into these houses and these places, and they lose everything, and they got to start back from zero with zero. So it's like, what do you do when you lose somebody that you care about so much and you're angry? Like, how could you fix that? There's no way to fix it, you know. But I still feel that with people that lose people that's really close to them, the best thing to do is not always, you know, if you're gonna go through your stages and you might want to blame people, you're gonna be hurt, but it's always the best thing to do for those people that you've lost is to find a solution to help. Maybe find a kid that you can help so they can avoid from being attacked or being murdered or having a crazy life. Like, it's so many other ways that we can use our minds or do things to help people around our community. You know, maybe a little encouraging word to a kid you might see on the street. He's always doing something bad, but just to have somebody teach him something is different, or say something positive to him. It might change his mind for that one time. That could change his life. And I feel like that with just kids in general. You know, you see these kids out here and everybody's always pointing and looking and saying, oh, he's bad, he does this, he does that. In a sense, it's not that he's bad. That's all he knows. That's what he can, you know, that's what he knows. So that's what he's gonna do best to survive. You know, it's all about surviving. You know, you got people out here that sell drugs, that do all these, you know, things that are not good. But if that's the only thing that they know, why are people out here trying to teach them better ways to use that ambition? You know, the same way they can sell drugs, that they can go work in a marketing firm and sell something for them. Like, it's really not too much different. You know, the money may be faster and better, but you know, when you don't have to look over your shoulder and you don't have to worry about going to jail, I think that's way better. But sometimes when we're in these communities and you are as smart as as some of the people that have these big jobs, big paying jobs, but you're not getting that opportunity, it's like, what do you expect? You know, I was listening to this interview, and it is true that the only way you can solve a problem is understanding how the problem arrives and how you can kind of get in between it and stop it from happening. It's really, you know, everybody talks, you know, oh, let's do this, let's do that, you know, it's not really about talking. It's more so action, and action doesn't always have to be bad. It doesn't always have to be good. It can just be just an understanding, you know, kind of like getting out there and understanding. Like, they had, you know what's something that people really should learn more about is Black Wall Street. How that derived, how it like grew to be where it was, to why that happened to people on Black Wall Street. You know, because it's nothing that happened once that cannot happen again, you know. And if people are really willing and really want their people, as in Black people, to stop killing each other, why can't you work together? Why can't I walk into another Black community and just chill and be cool and be comfortable? Why can't that happen? You know, it's no difference. You understand? Like, I should be able to go to any community and be like, oh, I'm cool, I'm good, I can sit here, chill, relax, you know, do whatever. It shouldn't be like in every neighborhood, if you don't notice somebody, like, the first thing you're ready to attack and you're ready to, you know, do something that is really not necessary. You know what I mean? Like, you should be able to go, anybody should be able to go to any neighborhood with Black people and be able to be there because you enjoy being around your people. You enjoy the, you know, that lifestyle of being able to be with your people and having fun and not worrying about, oh, after I have a little fun, then it's going to be a fight or it's going to be something else, you know, just a little too much. We should have more good times than all these, all right, it's a little fun, but then this, you know, this is going to happen after because somebody's going to act up. You know, people have to learn to control themselves. And that's why it's not always good to, you know, to drink or do whatever you do, because if you can't control yourself, you know, you ruin it for everybody else. And you don't want to ruin it for everybody else. So that's something I had on my mind right now. Didn't really have anything like structured, but you know, sometimes you just got to talk about it. You know what I mean? Everybody's talking about it. And I think that's a real good thing, that everybody's talking about it, because when you talk about things, even though it's sad that these things are happening, at least more people are aware of it now, you know, because maybe our generation won't do much, our generation, but our grandkids or whatever, our great grandkids, their generation be better because we went through it. You know, that's the same thing with slavery. Like, we didn't go through slavery, but our great whatever parents and whoever else went through it, so we didn't have to go through it. So, like I'm saying, you got to keep fighting the fight. Keep using your words, not your hands. This is why a lot of people are scared of so-called, scared of minorities or black people, whatever, because that's all we do. We're quick to just fight, be physical. It ain't always got to be physical. You need to be able to break a person down with your words. Break them down with your words. You know what I'm saying? Break them down with what you have. What you show them that you are, yes, I am black, I am Spanish, I am, you know, whatever, Asian like you, that I am smart though. I don't need to fight you physically to get my point across. You know, that's fighting is really just, you know, you're getting to that point where you're really frustrated and you can't verbally express yourself. And I think with that just means that that's a lack of knowledge and understanding of what's going on, because sometimes it's better just to walk away than just to keep going and, you know what I mean, like making yourself look worse than what it really is. Like, who really wants to, like, don't you feel embarrassed sometimes in general that you can't verbally express yourself to somebody that just disrespected you verbally? So now you want to get physical. Isn't that like a sense of bullying? Right? Like, to me, it doesn't make anything better. Because, yeah, you might win that battle, but we're out here for a war. Now, we're not out here for no battle. Like, battles is easy to win, you know, physical, whatever, but you want to win a war. You want people to look at you when you walk down that street and understand that they're looking at you and they know that you're smart. They know that you can say and do what you need to do in a proper manner, and you're not just another black kid with a hoodie on or another angry black person. You know, you can be angry. It's not a problem being angry, but you need to learn how to express yourself. And this goes for everybody, even the parents that have kids that are always screaming and being angry. You got to remember, your kids are taking what you're giving them. Regardless if you give it to them that way or you give it to them from seeing across the street screaming at somebody, they're going to take what you do and use that in life. And you know what, and subconsciously they may never say, oh, I'm not like my parents, because there's been a lot of people that, you know, you grow up and you say, I'm not like my mother or my father, but then when you start to really think, you be like, damn, I really am like them. I just did the same exact thing they just did. Why? Because you're letting the cycle keep going. The cycle is gonna keep going. You understand? The more violence you do, is the more cycles that's gonna keep going. That's why, for me, like I just said, it's so easy for people to pick up a gun and shoot somebody, but I feel like, why do I need to walk around with a gun? And I understand some people may have to, but I feel like, why do I need to if I'm not here for that? Why can't I speak to somebody? Like, if I feel like somebody is coming at me in a negative energy, you should be able to speak to them. That I'm a type of guy that I'm out here and I would do anything for anybody, any culture, anywhere, because it's not always about you. It's sometimes about a person, a lack of understanding, and they always talk about racism. I don't think it's really racist. I just think a lot of people are ignorant. They don't understand. They don't. A lot of people, how they talk about common sense, and they say everybody has common sense. Everybody doesn't have common sense, and that goes the same thing for a white person not understanding a black person, or a black person not understanding a white person, because we all live different lives. So if you really sit down and understand them, and they'd be like, oh yeah, that didn't make sense, but then now they understand you a little bit better because you had a conversation, not an argument, or maybe even a debate. You got to learn to agree to disagree. But you cannot just be mad at somebody because they don't understand you. They don't understand you because they're not you. There's only one you. And remember that. Always positive. I'll be back later on. Check me out. We're going live. Hey, I'm about to get a page too, so I hope y'all all start following my page. We're going to call it Rain Check. You like that? Rain Check? Well, I got 4 viewers today, so we doing big. Faux show. But enjoy your day. Nice day out. Stay hydrated. Try to eat good. I'll be trying, but I don't always work. But, do your best. That's all you can do.